Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about plots of psi and psi square discussion. Plots of psi and psi square discussion. Plots of psi and psi square discussion, right? This is the heading, we have that discussion. First of all, please like my videos and subscribe my channel. So now I am going to start plots of psi and psi square discussion. Before entering into this topic, you should know some basic concepts. That is what. So what is meant by psi? Psi is wave function. Psi square is what? Probability of finding electron. Here sin theta, right? You should know that sin 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, then 90 degrees, then 180 degrees, right? So here values I am writing. Sin 0 is 0, sin 30 is 1 by 2, sin 45 is 1 by root 2, sin 60 is root 3 by 2, sin 90 is 1, sin 180 is 0 you should write. Sin 180 is 0 you should write. Here what I am going to write, simply you should write, if I am going to take, this is the function, for example, this is the wave, right? This is the wave. So here I am going to start 0. The value is 0 here. Here the value is 1. So here this part value is 1. This is negative, that is minus 1 you should write. So 0. Sin 180 is 0. Here you can say here complete cycle is, so complete here it is what? Pi you can say. Here pi. So again it is pi and again it is pi. Pi 2 pi you should write. Then here the value is 3 pi. Then 4 pi, like this you will get. So 0 pi, the value in between the maximum value you can say, that is what? Pi by 2. Pi by 2 means what? So 180 by 2. Pi value is 180 degrees. So pi by 2 means what? 90. So this you can say 90. So here average you can say 0 plus pi by 2. Average, that is middle value is pi by 2, that is maximum. So here pi plus 2 pi by 2, what? Pi plus 2 pi by 2, average value is what here? This is get pi plus 2 pi is the value of this is what? 3 pi by 2. Here 2 pi plus 3 pi, what is this? This you can say 2 plus 3 is 5 pi by 2, right? Here 7 pi by 2, like this you will get. Simply I wanted to tell that here wherever the points it is called touches with this line, that is called nodes. You can say it is nodes. These are called nodes. So next here this is the first, right? This is the first wave. So here it is say this value is first maxima you can say. This is a maximum value, right? This is the maximum, first maxima. So then this is the first minima. This is called first minima. And this is what? Second maxima. Second maxima, right? Then this is what? First maxima. This is what? First minima. Or minima you can say. Here it is what? Second minima. Second minima. You can say this is generally representation. I will tell you how to remember these values. Just you should write simply. So here simply some basic, all these are basic concepts. So sin, here pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, the value is what? 0. That means sin n pi is 0. Here n value is either even or odd. You can say even or odd. So the value is 0. Sin n pi, sin 1 pi, sin pi is 0, sin 2 pi is 0, sin 3 pi is 0. Here one more point, sin 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. Pi by 2, the value is, you can say 1. So when n is equal even number. How the condition is satisfied, just you check. Here n is equal to what? 0, right? N is equal to 0. Even number means 0, 1, 2, 4, 6, like this you will take. So 0 means 2 into 0, 0 plus 1, 1. 1 into pi by 2, pi by 2. You will get pi by 2. Pi by 2 value is what? 1. So next I am going to take 2. 2 into 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 pi by 2. So the value is 1. So here same. So next condition, sin 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 is equal to what? Is equal to minus 1. When the condition is what? N is equal to odd number you can say. Add means 1, 3, 5, 7 like that, so on etc. So 1 you should substitute. What you will get? 2 into 1 is 2 plus 1 3. 3 pi by 2 value is minus 1. You will get minus 1. So next 3 5 will substitute. 3 2 is 6 plus 1 7. 7 pi by 2. The value is minus 1. Like this you will get this information. So already again I am repeating. This is called maxima. This is called minima. And these are the nodes where touches this line is node, we can say. So now I am going to enter into the exact topic. So before this you should know. So now I am going to start. So psi means plots of psi and psi square, right? Psi means what? Plots of psi means wave function. Psi square is probability of finding electron. So here just you should write. Psi means like this you will get. Psi, this is what? Wave function. Psi square is what? Probability of finding electrons, right? Like if it is a boundary you should write. So this is the like this 1 2 3 4 5 6 something whatever it is there. Here it is, you can say it is wave function. It is what? This is probability of finding electron. So first you should write, first point is plots of psi square is, you should write psi is wave function and psi square is the probability of finding electron. First you should draw this. Then I am taking the box, right? I am taking the box. That is what 1D box I am taking. So this is the box I am going to take. The boundary condition 0 to L. Boundary condition 0 to L. So here first I am going to take n is equal to 1. N is equal to 1 means what? Ground state. N is equal to 1 means ground state. How it is? Wave should be like this. Right? Next. N is equal to 2. N is equal to 2 means what exactly? You will get like this. N is equal to 3 means what? How you will get? So if you observe clearly, I will tell you. If n is equal to 4 means you should write one more line. That is what? If you extend this, here n is equal to 2 you can say, n is equal to 3 you can say. Here you will get n is equal to 4. 4 means what? 3 nodes, right? Right. So this is n is equal to 4 you can say. If you observe clearly, this is what? Wave functions, right? So here already I told you, this is, if it is the wave function, this is psi. What is the psi square? Psi square is like this, right? This is what? This. So wave function, that is psi square value is like this you will get. Here same. Psi square is 2 curves. Here what? 4 is there, you should write 4. Right. So if you observe, what you will get? Here the box length is 0 to L, right? First point I am going to talk about. N is equal to 1, right? So wherever n value is there, you should write n minus 1 number of nodes. N minus 1 number of nodes. So here n minus 1 means 1 minus 1. Already I told you, this is the node, this is the node, this is the node. Here if you will take, there is 1 minus 1 is 0. So that is 0 nodes. If you will take, this is 1 node. If you take this is 1 node, 2 nodes. This is 1 node, 2 node, 3 nodes. You should take 3 nodes. So n is equal to 2 means n minus 1, 2 minus 1, 1 node. 3 minus 1, 2 nodes. Next 4 minus 1, 3 nodes. So if you exactly cut this, what you will get? If you cut this line, you will get like this exactly. So actually it is exactly like this you will get. So that means if you observe carefully, this is 0, this is L. So 0 to L is what? The value is here L by 2 you should write. So because half of the part, so 0 to L, average is L by 2. This line average is L by 2. This is L by 2, this is L by 2. What you will get? L by 2 plus L by 2. That is 2L by 2. That means 1 L. So this is the length of the box. So next, what is this? This value is, you should write 2L by 4 you should write. The value of this is, this you should write, otherwise here you will get. That is what? 3L by 6. Here 4L by 8. 4L by 8. I will tell you a small concept if you understood. This is 0, this is L. You are doing half, that is L by 2. Here also 2 ones are 2 2s are L by 2, 3 ones are 3 2s are L by 2. So 4 ones are 4 2s are L by 2. All are exactly L by 2. Here the value half of the part, total part is L, right? Total part is L. So half part is L by 2, half part is L by 2. If you hear total part is L, total part is L. So if you will write, so just if you observe, this is 2L by 4 means L by 4. So complete value up to here is L by 4. That means L by 4 plus L by 4 is what? 2L by 4. That means this part here it is L by 4. That means you can say L by 4 it is. That means you can say the value exactly L by 4 is what? This value is L by 4. From this to this is again L by 4. That is 2L by 4. If you will write from this to this is again L by 4. That is what? 3L by 4. Next, this to this is 4L by 4. So that means what? 4L by 4 is L. So that value is L you will get. So just you should observe, this is the two parts, you are doing two parts, 2L by 4. So it is the 3L by 6, right? 3L by 6 means if it is complete, it is what? Complete one wave. So it is what? It is half of the wave, half of the wave. You got only half. You got only half, right? This is you are taking as two parts. This is one part. So that means total 3 parts. 3 parts means what? L by 6 plus L by 6 plus L by 6. So that means we can say 3 parts I am going to divide. This part, that is what? L by 6. This to this is 2L by 6. This to this is 3L by 6. This to this is 4L by 6. This to this, that is what? 5L by 6. 5L by 6. Here 6L by 6 is L. Here same 4L by 8 means each part is L by 8 plus L by 8 plus L by 8. So here two are there, right? This is one half of 1. This is half of 1. So that means here L by 8. L by 8 to L by 8 is 2L by 8. 2L by 2 L by 8 is 3L by 8. Then 4L by 8. Then again 5L by 8. Then here it is 6L by 8. Then you should write 7L by 8. Here it is 8L by 8 is L. So first point you should write in this plots of psi and psi square. You should write first point. If n is equal to 1, 3, 5. 1 comma 3 comma 5. That is odd number, right? If n is equal to 1, 3, 5, odd number. So you should write the probability n is equal to 1, 3, 5, so on. The odd number, so that is what? Odd numbers. The probability of finding electron. So the probability of finding electron at center is L by 2. So what is what? So that is maximum. You should write maximum. The n is equal to 1, 3, 5 odd numbers. Odd numbers, right? 1, 3, 5. So probability is maximum. If you observe, so at center. So n is equal to 1, 3, 5 odd numbers. The probability of finding electron. Probability of finding electron at center is maximum. Center is maximum. Center means what? L by 2. At L by 2, that is maximum. So here n is equal to 1 means exactly it is there. That is exactly. So that is what? Maximum. Maximum means you should write here. If you observe, so here it is not maximum because so here node is present. So if you observe here, you will get maximum. That is what? Maximum you will get. Here n is equal to 4 means node you got. So that means n is equal to 1, 3, 5 odd numbers. The probability of finding electron at center is maximum. Next point, n is equal to 2, 4, 6. That is what? Even nodes. So that is what? Even number you should write. Even number. N is equal to even number. The probability of finding electron is minimum. Minimum means 2. N is equal to 2 means you got. So probability, there is no probability. Here 4. So there is no maximum. So n is equal to 2, 4, 6. Even numbers. So the probability at center is minimum you should write. So these are the 2 points we covered, and the point at which touches this line is called, that is node you should write. Node. So that is, if n is there, so we have n minus 1 number of nodes. You should write next point. So here simply you should write thick line is represents a wave function, and dotted line is represents, so wave function is psi, so dotted line is psi square. That is what probability of finding electron. So probability of finding electron. Now I will discuss some points for this again. So at ground state, you should write at ground state. At ground state, otherwise you can say first level, right? Ground state means n is equal to 1, first level. So at ground state, x value is what? L by 2 you got. X value is L by 2. That is what? First maxima. That is what? First maxima. Only we have only one maxima. There is no minima is there. No second maxima is there. Only that is what? First maxima. Only maxima you have. That is what? X is equal to L by 2. So for n is equal to 1 you should write. Next, n is equal to 2. N is equal to 1 means ground state. N is equal to 2 means first excited state. First excited state. So that means x value should be first maxima. So you should write first maxima means what? What is the first maxima? What is the first maxima? L by, here sorry, n is equal to 2 means L by 4 you got. L by 4. So next, minima. What is the minima? Minima is, this is the maxima, this is the minima is 3L by 4. So minima is not required here. Just you should know maxima and minima. N is equal to 3 means, n is equal to 3 means that is what? Second excited state. Second excited state. Maxima is what? Maxima, I am talking about only maxima. X value is what? Maxima, first x value is L by 6. N is equal to 4 if I will take. So that is what? Maxima is what? L by 8. X is equal to L by 8 you should write. So if you observe clearly, what you are going to observe? For n is equal to 1, L by 2. For n is equal to 2, maxima is L by 4. N is equal to 3, L by 6. N is equal to 4, L by 8. So if n is equal to n number is there, you should write shortcut x is equal to L by, so 2 into n you should write. 2 into n you should write. So that means what? So 2 into n. So L by 2 into n is 1. So you will get 2 into 1 is 2 will get L by 2. 2 into 2 is 4. Next 2 into 3 is 6. 2 into 4 is 8. Shortcut, this is the maxima, first maxima. First maxima for this value. Generally this much depth is not required. Just you should know this concept and write some points. What are those in the like nodes and etc. you should write. So based on this we will see some problems. So you should write n is equal, for example 1D box if I will take, you should write so problem number 1 I am going to write. So based on this energy level, so I am going to write problem 1. So if energy is given as, so that is what? For example, energy I am going to give, that is what? 2h square by, so 8 should write 8 ma square you should write. 8 ma square. The energy is given by 2h square by 8 ma square for 1D box. For 1D box. Question is find the probability, that is probability of finding electron psi square and psi. Find the psi and psi square. So solution very simple. So what is the 1D box energy? General 1D box energy is what? N square h square by 8 ml square, right? 8 ml square. Here you should say, so length of the box is L and mass of the box is M you should write. So this energy is equal to generally 2h square by 8 ma square. If you will take this general energy for 1D box, already I done a video on the 1D box. So if you want that, go through those video. N square h square by 8 ml square, 2h square by 8 ma square you will get. So here you should write not 8. So just you should write only ma square. H square by ma square, ml square you should write. H square by ml square. ml square you should write. So h square by ml square, h square by ml square gets cancelled. n square is equal to 2 into 8 is 16, n is equal to 4 you will get. N is equal to 4 means you should write how many number of nodes? N minus 1 nodes. Nodes are 3. N is equal to 4 means nodes what? 3. 3 nodes means you should write, take the box, should write 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. Here you will get N, this is psi you should write. Psi square means just my question is find the psi and psi square. So n is equal to 4 means 3 nodes. This is 1 node, second node, third node. Psi square means same. 1, 2, 3. 3 nodes. 1, 2, 3. Should write. This is the psi square. If any question they give, they will give same you should write like this only. So this is a question. So next question I am going to give. So same question but you should write the question value here. 2 means you should write 0.5 you should write. Same question 0.x square by 8 ml square you will get. So question same question. So answer is n square h square by 8 ml square you should write. So here 0.5 into h square by 8 ml square you will get. H square by ml square, h square by ml square gets cancelled. N square is equal to, here 0.5 means 5 by 10 you should write. If 8 comes this side, it is cross multiply, you should write cross multiply. So that means what? So here you should write, otherwise directly you should write 5 ones are 5 twos are 2 ones are 2 fours are. So n square is equal to 4 you will get. That means n is equal to 2. N is equal to 2 means what? How many number of nodes? N minus 1. That is only one node is there. One node is there. You should write directly only one node. You should write this is the psi. What is the psi square? This is the psi square you will write. This is energy is given as 0.5 h square by ml square for 1D box. All this is about the plots of psi and psi square. So if you like my video, again kindly subscribe my channel. So like my videos and share to your friends. Thank you. In next video we will discuss next degeneracy of energy level. Thank you.